Greetings. We continue today in our study of the book of Revelation. We're in Revelation 13. This is part 2 of the rising of the first beast. Today we continue in verse 2 concerning the relationship to the dragon. It says, "And the beast which I saw was being like to a leopard, and the feet of him just as of a bear, and the mouth of him just as of a lion. And the serpent he gave to him the dynamic power of him, and the throne of him, and great authoritative power." So both authoritative and dynamic power are given here. Rome, the last of the four kingdoms, was a diverse beast. It was an amalgamation of the three former kingdoms. However, the order is inverted here. One, the swiftness of the leopard. Remember Alexander the Great's conquest of the then known world. 2, the brute strength of the bear in the Medo-Persians. And 3, the cunning and stealth of the lion in the Babylonians. The government of this final world leader will embody all these qualities. Note the dragon gave to him, that is to the first beast, his dynamic power, his throne, and his great authoritative power. The aorist tense is used, which means at a point the dragon gave authority to this first beast. In Luke chapter 4, in the recording of Jesus' wilderness temptation, it says, "And the devil, taking him up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said to him, All this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for it is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will, I give it. If thou therefore will worship me, all shall be thine." I trust you're familiar with the story of the devil and Daniel Webster. The great jurist Daniel Webster is employed to get a client out of a deal made with the devil concerning his soul. And I fear there's probably more truth than fiction in that story. 3 facts are stated. The throne of the first beast was given to him by the dragon. Demonic influence in world affairs when allowed by God. 2, the dynamic power was also given to him by the dragon. And 3, the great authoritative power was given to him by the dragon. Then in verse 3, notice the resurrection of the beast. "And I saw one of the heads of him, just as having been slaughtered and remaining so unto a death. And the wound of the death of him, it was healed, and by means of it all the earth was amazed after the beast." The phrase wounded to death is the same word used back in Revelation 5:6 to describe Christ's death. The manner in which the death wound is administered is not plainly stating, excepting the use of the word slaughter infers a slaughter knife. However, that a death wound is received is not disputable, and the wound of the death of him, it was healed. Notice God allows Satan to show the world's greatest imitation of God's power they have ever witnessed, the imitation of the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. This event is a crucial part of the promised delusion God would send upon the world, as mentioned in 2 Thessalonians 2:11, that they should believe the lie that they have chosen over him. And all the earth it was caused to marvel, to be amazed by the beast. Which brings us to verse 4 and the reverence toward the beast and the dragon. "And they worshiped the serpent, which gave authoritative power to the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, Who is being like to the beast? Who is being able to make war with him?" The result of this incident is that the inhabitants of the earth worship both the beast and the dragon, the one giving the power to the beast. Then let's notice the reign of this resurrected beast in verses 5 through 7. Notice the duration of the reign in verse 5. And it was given to him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemous things, and an authoritative power was given to him to work 42 months. The length of the reign, 42 months, makes the timing of the death and resurrection of the first beast around the middle of this 7-year period. Notice the description of the reign in verse 5. Blasphemy is the description of the reign of the resurrected beast. A mouth speaking great things and blasphemies was given to him. Also, authoritative power is the description of the reign of the resurrected beast. Authoritative power to do was given to him. Verse 6 says, and he opened the mouth of him for the purpose of blasphemies against the God, to blaspheme the name of him and his dwelling place and the ones dwelling in heaven. The declarations of blasphemy are given here in verse 6. Remember, 2 Thessalonians 2:4 says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. In these actions and words, the beast, by means of multiple offenses, blasphemes God's name, his dwelling place, heaven, and those dwelling in heaven.